What's up, everybody? This is Hush, aka How You Stop Him, aka Voice of Reason, aka Unstoppable Hush, aka No Noise 418. And it's another edition of Tell It How It Is, No Filter. This is episode 137, 137. Woo! The introduction is enough to get you pumped, right? So I'm back by God's good graces. Woke up another day to bring you my opinionated platform. First, foremost, Brooklyn all day, New York all day. So no matter where I roam, know where I call home. It's not original, but whatever. Congrats to the Yankees. They are in the playoffs. Even if I wasn't unique and diverse in my platform, I try to cover some current events sometimes. I would have mentioned that. So the Yankees are in showdown against their longtime rival, Boston, the Red Sox. This is one and done. You know, I like that, like how football is, especially when it gets to playoffs, where ain't no excuse, ain't no preparation. You ready or you not. You win or you leave. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what's on at stake for the Yankees, and they're playing in Boston, so they're not home. That's gonna be a nail biter. Good luck. Congrats. It's been a while since I could say the Giants and Jets won on the same day. They got that, no doubt. That's all I'm gonna really say. I'm not, I'm from New York, so I'm not against them. Those are not my teams per se, but that's good when New York wins all around. That's that with that. Eminem, probably one of my favorite iconic artists. Yeah, probably one of my favorites. It opened up a restaurant, Mom's Spaghetti. It's in Detroit. They're rumoring like, is this any good? I don't have any reviews on this. If this is true, when I go to Detroit, I will check for that. Venom. Let There Be Carnage. I don't know what I expected, what people expected. Are you following the story? Like, back in the comic books and all that? Are you a really Marvel guru? But for what it's worth, I liked it. Not gonna talk on it. Some people haven't seen it. I liked it. I didn't really know what do you really expect? It's like the Candyman thing. I like Candyman. They kind of strayed away because I went back to watch the original Candyman. They stray away a little. I don't know if that's a legal thing or if that's just to put your personal stamp on it as a director. But in all, I enjoyed Venom, Let There Be Carnage. You could tell your side when you see it. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. I guess they hashed their issues out. They might be good. I know that was a showdown. Patriots, Bucks, and the Bucks won. Patriots had a chance. A field goal was missed. That could have won it. But that's the position you want to be in, not to get analytical like that. Against Brady, you want to be in a position where you have the ball last. You don't want him to have the ball last. But anyway, if they hash that out, that's dope. Isaiah Thomas. Not the new age one. The vintage one from the Bad Boys. Detroit Pistons. I don't know how I feel about you, buddy. The 1992 Olympics. They talk about this ever so often, once in a blue. That okay, we know that Jordan didn't want Isaiah on that Olympics team. Pippin chimes in. I don't know how I feel about this either, but how old are all of y'all now? I mean, age don't matter. People are ignorant. I don't want to say that they are, but ignorance, pettiness, some of those things never fade, even with age. So I don't really know, what I'm expecting here. But Pippin chimed in, said he didn't want him to play either. And Isaiah jaws back saying that, who are you? Basically, without saying, who are you? So he said he respect the greats. If Jordan, Magic, and Bird didn't want him there, that's fine. But anybody below that, so he's calling Pippin below that. Like, yo, come on, guys. Like, what are you talking about? Carry my water. So, not to throw jokes. That was crazy for me. But, like, come on. Y'all guys are all Hall of Fame-ish. All settled down. Money should be right. This is the years you enjoy. I don't know how recently those statements are. But Miley Cyrus, the old twerk icon, had a sighting with the new twerk icon. Megan Thee Stallion was performing. I don't know where. But they have a photo. I didn't see actual footage. They have a photo of Miley on stage with Megan. I think Miley was showing her how it's done. Not to start no shit up. But Miley and Megan. Wow. Fellas, what does that do for you? If you're at a party, lounge or whatever, you're dancing and both of them pull up on you. How are you feeling? You just want Megan? You just want Miley? Or is that like heaven to have both? I'll leave that for you. I might have touched on the next verses. Month of October, allegedly. Month of October has Warm It Up Kane versus KRS-One. I hate... Am I going to just keep repeating this? This is just going to be like a broken record. Lox versus Dipset. Since then, I don't see what you can do. I know that 50 and T.I., 50's sick of it already. 50's like, T.I., leave me the fuck alone. I'm not doing the verses with you. That would be interesting. I would want to see that. But 50, come on, you. He ain't going to do it like T.I. He's not going to do it. I ain't mad at your aggression. Want to give the people a show. But T.I. 50 don't want... I'm not saying like he's afraid or I don't know the outcome really. I don't know. That's why I'd be good. I think 50 might win though, but it's not by a long shot. T.I. has his shit. So I don't think 50's afraid. 50 just, you can't move him. If he don't want to do it, he ain't gonna do it. So T.I. leave that alone. But next up, Warm It Up Kane versus KRS-One. Let's see how that flies. And, for those who want to tune into that, it's the middle of October. Check that out. Money. It's the root of all evil, man. That Federal Reserve note. Why do we feel sometimes that if we don't have a certain amount at our disposal, like we're less blessed, we're less fortunate, we're less important? All of this shoots in the mind for some. I know what it takes to survive. I know that you can go down the road and back again and been there, done that, and tried this and tried that, and things aren't clicking. Money comes, money goes. It's so crazy how something that doesn't last, or doesn't always last, is so important. It matters. How you get treated, how you're viewed, can actually be affected by how much money you have. It's crazy, the world we live in. I say that to say, hell, even me, having money's good. I'm not totally naive to this. I'm not totally, you know me. I play, it's hard, and I tell people not to play the middle. But there are cases where you're forced, sort of, for your sanity. A thing like money, I play the middle because I love it, it's needed, but it will not determine my life entirely. When I have it, I have it. If I don't, or it's limited, it is what it is. You gotta have the middle for that so it don't drive you nuts. I can't really tell you how you should view it in your life. What are you doing in your life? It's some, like, you could take some back in the day stuff. You notice when your parents or your older relatives, you see when they ain't really bust moves like that? Like, you know, if they went to work or whatever, they went to work, they came back, did they really turn up? I don't know what household you were in. Some households, they were turning up. Their money was right or not, they still was turning up. I had, again, both sides. I didn't really have relatives that were turning up a lot. So when I saw the discipline and just cooling out at home, just chilling in the crib, is that a saving money strategy? Preserving the money you have? Or do you wait till you have none so you have to chill like that? I think for sanity purposes, again, preserve. You know, if you got this amount, every time you receive an amount, right? You can decide a different strategy. You don't have to repeat. Or if you have a long-term goal and the repeating is to stay home, fine. But the point I'm making is, if you get whatever amount and you decide to go out, spend some of that for your enjoyment, fine. I don't think every time you receive, you should go out. You know, so if this time around you went out, the next time, chill. Small little advice strategies. You can do what you want, though. Again, back in the day when they just chilled, it was more repetitive. So you didn't know, I didn't know, when relatives were up or down in the finance department. Whether they had it or they really didn't. Because they mostly chilled out and just stayed in the damn crib. So, if you have a strategy around this where you just programmed and planned that every time you get a couple, you must bust a move, and you're like strategic in what that move is and how much that move costs, and you think you got that locked, then go ahead. But again, what the level of importance is with money is just crazy. You know, the only thing that can distract that today is the vaccination. Because it's like, if you don't have, especially for New York, if you don't have that, money can't buy, money could buy one, but that's a whole nother route. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got much on that. But that's it. You know, you need bread, you need that vaccination, right? So, I don't know. This is a good one, and that's why I love that I chose it, because I don't really have an answer for you definite to keep your mind at ease or keep you in the middle as I am with this money shit. Because again, we all have ups with it. We all have downs. You can have a lot today, none tomorrow. Some are all right. You know, I'm talking to those people. I'm not talking to the well-off. Sorry, Rihanna, this is not your pod. Sorry, Kanye, Hove, Nas, this is not your pod. Love you guys. 50, this is not your pod. Because y'all are good. in that, I want to tell you that stay strong, stay firm. And again, if I can get you to this middle ground like me, to know that it's important, but it's not everything, and you will find a way. Seriously, you can't fall for the okie doke. Social media, that damn device that you have is a phone, a desktop, a laptop. That's a very dangerous instrument. Almost as dangerous as a weapon. It is a weapon. But I ain't gonna get into that strategical part of it because there's many ways to break that down. What I'm saying is your interaction with people who you do not know personally is very dangerous. Very dangerous. All memes or whatever posts, you get more love from strangers than your people you really know, or you get support. Some of those bullshit ass statements hold some weight to an extent if you think they do. If you're doing something that presents itself to get acknowledgement, sure. But that's as far as you take it. I'm sorry. I have to give this to you very raw. No one on social media or any other platform that you interact only through your device, that you do not see face to face, that you do not hear a voice, and even that is limited, does not give a fuck about your financial status if it ain't up. No one is gonna just offer you bread for some candy pansy shit and think you coming up. And that's why these devices are dangerous. And these apps are dangerous. Cash App, Zelle, PayPal's okay. But even then, watch out. Because having access to these things are dangerous for people who aren't strong here and know that there is no easy way out. Again, when I do my pods, I am not better than anyone. I tell you this because I've been there. I've been there. I haven't really spoken it, but I can. You want me to throw myself in the fire to show you that I'm just like you, learning every day? My Facebook was hacked a while ago. This ain't new. A while ago. You know why? You know how? I won't expose the people neither because it's not for me to do that. Shit come back round. When it come back round, I don't know. If you sell your soul or you do dirt to enjoy whatever benefits that are temporary and that's good enough for you, fuck it. Rock out. When you have the long term, down the road look, like I expect to live 90, almost 100 years. I don't need no 2-3 year run. Feel me? So I don't need to cut my nose to spite my face to be up for a year or two if I'm planning to live 90, 100. So, y'all deal with y'all testaments when y'all have to. Back to it. My Facebook was hacked because it was a financial hardship. And being on my device every day for the normal shit that I do with it came across. I don't even know who. That's why I can't expose, because whatever social media follower, friend request, whatever picture they show, whatever name they put, you don't know who the fuck that is. So I can't even say if it was a male or a female. Not to dwell too long. A money proposition was presented. And at first, I've always been, that's why I said I'm no better than you. I've always been a dummy, a smart dummy, because I always feel the vibe first. Like I always go, never just bit or bite. I always go, why the fuck, and this is, I'm getting on myself here. Why don't you trust yourself? If your first instinct already says, and that's what a lot of shit, not just money, as far as talking about me in life. Why the fuck you ain't listen to that? Anyway, because I didn't listen to that notion, I went along with this proposition and my page was compromised. Facts. Go on Facebook right now. That is not my original page. I might put in the comments my Facebook name. Check for it in the comments. So, I'm not saying this like I'm better and getting on anybody who also has fallen for it. I'm telling you to stop it. Stop now. And whoever else out there that hasn't been got, don't believe the hype. There is no one offering you money for real, for nothing, for little shit. All of that shit is bullshit. There is no way to make bread if you don't have a plan on your own. Something you do on your own, something that is real, it has some meat and potatoes in it. Not just some flyby, you don't know who the fuck this is, and you think that they gonna help you? Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Don't give out no information. Shut it down immediately. Tell them try the next sucker. And there's so many different games out there with this. That's why I can't even tell you who to watch out for. Just any random DM inbox on any app that says, do you want money? No. I don't want the money you talking about. No. I'm good. Some people knew this already. Some people can't get got because they just solid like that. I fucked up. I know people who fucked up. I don't want nobody else to fuck up. We got enough shit going on. I mean, it's really not the end of the world if you did bite, but it depends on how much you had to give, because that's another sign. What do you have to give? You don't, they say you got to spend money to make money, and fuck that saying. Yeah, in your own shit, not for somebody else to bless you. Come on, man. I know shit is rough out here, be tight. You know, and that sound real good if you got $5 to your name. Somebody like, hey. Well, you can't really do nothing with the 5. Let's say you got $100 to your name. And they're like, I can turn your 100 to 1,000. Sounds good. Bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't care how much religion you got. I don't care how much you believe in a higher being. There's no way in the world a come up like that is even feasible, is even believable, is possible. Nobody's coming out of nowhere. What the fuck do you think? This is a fairy tale? You think you're on friggin', what was the nigga, Rumpelstiltskin? That's basically what it is. Oh shit, that's the name of the episode. Rumpelstiltskin. The nigga that give you gold and get the fuck out of here. At least you really seen the gold, though, like it really popped. But he still was up to some shit. And that's the day. That's today. That's today. Wow. So listen, right? Leave that shit alone. Don't believe shit. Don't believe it. You don't know who they are. They ain't even who they is. Pictures of chicks, pictures of bread, wild names, invest this, and get the fuck out of here. Same thing with, I'm sorry to say, numbers. Like, some of it is, some people kind of do. You know, if you're trying to boost your audience, some of those is, you know what I mean? You can invest in that, maybe, possibly. I would still have my guard up, but that's at least more believable, you know, a service being rendered for your money versus you getting money for giving. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, I can't, there ain't enough time in the day for me to just continue to shit on this theory. Like, who the fuck That's crazy though. But that's how dirty the game is, and that's how dangerous your device and all the apps on it is. It's dangerous. The safest person is a person with no device. I swear to God. I know you gotta have a phone at least for communication purposes, but the people that just really use their phones for dialing and maybe texting are the safest people, because people play with your situation. I could go into other shit about like my music, like back in the day, all my artists from like once the year 2000 hit and up. These showcases where people say that certain people gonna be there, you win this and you win that, but you gotta pay this to get in there. It's all cap. It's all cap. One thing, you should never have to pay to perform. I get the whole ticket strategy. Oh, you sell 20 tickets, it's $200. You keep 100. You know, those type of breakdowns is almost acceptable, and I get those. But that 400 to perform because such and such gonna be there, something. Yo, listen. I'm sorry, I never been this raw in here. I don't think, at least not since the visuals. But cut the crap. Cut the crap. I could right now make a flyer, put Megan, Tori, Nikki, and Remy on it, and say that they're gonna be there. And as cap as that sounds off rip, somebody's gonna believe that bullshit. And I tell you, 500 to perform in front of these people. And the winner gets a song with all of them. Yo, there's some vulnerable ass artists that's a dream come true. And it's sad that people play with people's fucking emotions like that, especially with some shit they love. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because even the ones who don't love it, you can still get them too, because they just see an opportunity. You know, that's a come up. A song with all of those people, shit, that's supposed to take you out of here. If one of those songs don't get you the fuck out of here, you are trash for real. So these are the things you probably thinking, and that's what'll make you bite. So the moral of the story is, nothing's coming that easy. Nothing. If you see somebody blew up like this, and you're like, where the fuck they came from? Or example for me would be Pop Smoke. Rest in peace. Sleep in peace. There's nothing but respect there. But I didn't know where the fuck he came from. But he came from somewhere. That means he did work. He did work to get there. Stop watching what other motherfuckers did to get where they at. You know, that's not your story. You know, some people, I think DMX and M were later in life. 2 Chainz later in life. Don't know what they were doing to build to that point, but they have a catalog. You know, I brag because when I'm scooped, niggas gonna be like, where the fuck he came from? Huh? Why you think I got New Music Fridays in my fucking resume? Because when they see that 2 motherfucking years of every week of music, whether you want to critique 10 songs out of that, 20 songs out of that, because nobody loves everything, right? It's still fucking 2 years straight of music. So watch your mouth when you talk about me. You feel me? So that would be just that for that example. But do not fall for the okie doke. That was originally the title, but I'm calling this shit Rumpelstiltskin because nobody's giving you anything. I could waste 2-3 more minutes just saying nobody's giving you anything. Don't give out your information. Don't even interact outside of, nah, I'm good. No. These are the things you should say. If you're good at that ignore game, I know people who just completely ignore and don't respond. That's fine too. But if you kind of want to set the narrative like, well, I'm not, I mean, I hear you. It's just dirty out there. The game is dirty. And then people who I forgot to tell you, yeah. So in my just to recap a little bit on the Facebook shit, like they ain't come at me straight. I forgot. They got to somebody I knew that I actually seen face to face before. So they came with it. So that's why, even though I still felt in here something was BS, that kind of played into the hand a little bit, which I'm still an idiot for. Yeah, it's vicious. It's vicious. Woo. It's vicious. You know what I mean? And you kind of gotta like just shut it down. If you got the energy to investigate and really like expose that is bullshit and you want to play like that, you can. Maybe that is a good strategy to stop these folks. Besides ignoring, saying no, and challenging it, these three things may get these people out of here. Well, at least some of them, because there's some that's just gonna keep coming because they're eating that way. You know what I'm saying? Like that, they don't care. They just trying to eat. They need to come up. They don't want to work nowhere. I know, like legitimately, or they probably do and just it's not enough. Things like child support or whatever's the fuck the reason why you need more. I get all of that. I've been on both sides where it's like I do need this bread, but I want to live 90, 100. Tranquila. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need no, how late do you pay for karma? How late does what go around come around? How late is that? Because you don't need that when you 80 and 90, 70, fucking 60 something. You don't need that shit. Hopefully you could get rid of all karma for all little mistakes you made by your 40s. And that's late. But we're going to eat that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? And whatever's going to happen is going to happen anyway. There's no one solid way to say that you're entitled to no sense of any bad luck or some unfortunate shit happening. That this is what it is. But I know that you don't gotta be the mascot for it. You know what I'm saying? So try to live your do when it come to this bread. You got your gig, stand on it. It's been holding you down, even if it ain't like comfy, cozy, and more than what you need, but you have a little patience, think of other like straight ways to get past it, to do things to get you bread. But you know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. I know it's gonna be enticing sometimes to see what it's like or to see if you can get a quick fix. But I'm telling you, man, just be ready for what come out of that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's easy. It's only getting harder every day on this survival tip. And, the less setbacks, the better. You know what I mean? Because it's brutal. And damn, you can't get it back. Certain shit you can't erase. Certain shit you can't undo. So if you know that, try to stay tough in the trenches and just see if you could find a better way, man. And that's all I really got for you. And man, I'm just taking a moment to really and take it. Like even right now as I do this, somebody's getting got. Somebody's in somebody's DM. Like I said, they use all kind of strategy. Pictures of mad bread. The bread could be fake. Showing chicks that they probably just stole a pic from somebody's profile. Using all kind of crazy angles to just get your attention. And it's like, you really can't fall for that. You know what I mean? Really can't. It's the same thing with like a lot of shit. It's not, what's the three things? It's like money, sex, women, fucking materialistic shit that just makes you think that you're not accepted unless you conquer one or all. You know what I'm saying? Money, power, respect is one thing. The power, respect, and all of that. Shout out to the locks for that. But how far you willing to go? Like how far? You know what I'm saying? Because integrity is a motherfucker, and man, it's just you just got, especially if you got loved ones and kids and people that care about you and really are in your best interest to do anything that they may have to feel something for it well after you gone or you felt something for it. And it's like so much that you just gotta like put into consideration. A lot of people are selfish. They do things that they don't really see that other people that care and love them, even if they don't really give that love back, can still get affected by the shit you do. You know what I'm saying? Like not directly, but indirectly, because again, karma is a 24/7, 365 type of thing, and it has no limitations and it don't give a fuck. Like it could go anywhere. And that's fine. If you're tough, you don't give a fuck, you selfish. I bang back with it. You think you're as tough as Karma, or you think that you indestructible. This is me just trying to, set a tone before it has to go there, man. It's not about what you could do. It's not about how tough you are. It's really not about that. Cause yeah, we all could get gritty if it really get to that. You know what I'm saying? I know, as a teenager and me going to school and shit, like I said, Brooklyn, Queens, and all of that, you get tested, and being cool or calm is always like a slight doubt of your gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like something you want to be praised for. I don't want to be praised for it, but what you not going to do is, you know what I'm saying, push it too far. Feel me? Like, you're not going to push, even today, you're not going to push it too far. Niggas take deep breaths and chill out. Cool. There's a lot of stake. There's a lot of things you got to consider. But if it really go there, like, anybody could get it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's exempt. Nobody's invincible. We all could die. We all could bleed. So, like, don't get it fucked up and try to be too super tough. You know what I'm saying? Because you be crying, your family be crying. Stop it. So, let's just chill, though. Like, if you could do the more sensible thinking and the try to live, it's better. Again, how long you trying to live? What age you trying to make it to? And I remember back in the day, and even similar, like more recently, niggas got ignorance. Like, I didn't think I was going to live this long. And that's an ignorant way of thinking, man. It really is. Because you only got one life. You only got one life, And things like suicide, and there's indirect suicide, doing shit that's going to get you murked. I feel like that's a example of a suicide, because you know that you eventually going to get touched if you move a certain way. So that's some involuntary suicide shit to me. So suicide and that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So just smarten up. Stay on your P's and Q's. I wish everyone well. And until the next time, I'll holler. And remember what I said, man. If this can help reach 5 people, 2 people, 1 person to reshift and reroute where they was going with it, my job is done. And I'm good with that. So I'll holler. Peace.